Hey everybody, welcome into Northern Life. We are wrapping up the work week on this Friday, getting ready for a long weekend, some of us. So thank you all for being here as we get ready to, kick it off. Memorial Day weekend, kind of exciting, unofficial start to summer in many people's eyes. Also, of course, perfect time to remember our nation's heroes who gave all. So hopefully you'll have plans to do so on Monday. But a lot of people maybe heading out of town, hitting the road too for Memorial Day weekend, maybe heading to the cabin for the first time. So kind of an exciting time.
Yeah.
It's always,
go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, it's always a busy weekend for us. We always put in the dock and get the pontoon in and get the cabin all set up as well. Do you guys have Monday off, or do you guys have to work Monday?
I'm here Monday.
I think I'll be here Monday as well.
Okay. Yeah. I got Monday off. I don't know how that happened.
Oh, lucky dog.
I'm super excited. So I'm going to be relaxing a lot. It's going to be a lot of fun, though.
Yeah, it looks like the weather's not going to be too bad either.
Yeah, a few rain showers scattered here and there, but overall it's going to be mostly dry. So
nice.
Rock on, folks. It's going to be awesome.
My husband's parents are coming into town.
Nice.
From eastern Wisconsin. So excited to have them. Although my husband just had ACL and meniscus surgery, so we're probably just going to be laying low. Hopefully getting outside when we still can.
Do you like your in-laws?
I do. They're wonderful.
They watch the show?
Yeah, sometimes they do. Yeah,
Okay.
and they're a bunch of fun. They stream it on YouTube sometimes.
Cool.
There we go.
Cool.
That's awesome.
Good news.
Hopefully they're watching.
Hunter and I stopped by the elementary school in Two Harbors for a future story coming up, and one of the kids asked us a question saying, "How many YouTube subscribers do we have?"
Yes. What do we
You
have?
know, don't
Over
you?
250.
Wow.
So we're bumping up some numbers.
The kids love the YouTube.
Kids love the YouTube.
We get those YouTube subscribers up with those kids. You know, if they all liked it, we'd get to 300, I think.
So tell your
Let's
parents.
go.
Tell your parents to subscribe. Coming up today, we have our top 5 list to share. We're rattling off our favorite commercial jingles, either TV or radio, either national or local here in the Northland.
That was a really fun list to put together. Then after that, it's time for Game 2 for the Wolves tonight in the conference finals as we get to meet the man behind making sure the team looks good on the court and on national television. Too, a very fun story. So with Memorial Day coming up on Monday, a reminder that we don't have a show on NBC due to tennis, and also some big name stores are going to be closed too. We've got Aldi, Dollar General, Dollar Tree, Sam's Club, Walgreens, Walmart, and Target all say they're actually going to be open. Meanwhile, Costco, mail delivery, and banks will be closed. And if you are planning to hit the road, AAA says traffic over this Memorial Day weekend is expected to be especially bad this year.
This is one of my favorite parts about being from the Twin Cities and now living in Duluth.
Yes.
Is when the weekend hits, I drive to the Twin Cities and I see everybody in line trying to get to Duluth. And then it's vice versa when I return home on Sunday.
Yeah, that's always been the magic about, growing up in the North End, not having to deal with the insane traffic as people, vacate the big cities and head our way. So I personally love having no traffic up here.
Seriously. My uncle, go ahead.
I was going to say, I don't know if I've necessarily seen a whole lot of I-35 traffic to our south in the past couple weekends, so hopefully that's the same thing for the summer months coming up. But I don't know.
We'll have to see. My Uncle Rick has a cabin right next to ours, and he traditionally always leaves a day early. So he doesn't stay till Monday. He leaves on Sunday to get back down. He doesn't like that traffic. So
he lives in the city?
He lives in the city. He lives in Maple Grove, as a matter of fact.
Oh, wow.
Cool.
Yes. So
My first time learning about this.
Isn't that crazy? Seriously.
Wow. Most kids, most parents try to teach you to have good manners and say please. So be sure to say please this weekend. But a new study by researchers at UCLA say the word please was used only 7% of the time when people of all ages made requests. And to go along with this low usage, in about half of the instances when someone says please, they were attempts against others to overcome resistance from them or to fulfill a request. So please is, I guess, being used for pressure as opposed to politeness.
Manipulative.
Manipulative
A little
indeed.
bit.
I don't know about
Sheesh.
you guys, but I always had a problem when people said thanks versus thank you when I was little. And I don't know why I had a problem with it. Now I say thanks all the time. But like when I was, I don't know, anywhere between 4 to like 15 years old, I'm like, they're not putting in all the effort to say thank you. They're saying thanks.
Kind of sweet. That's so sweet.
I don't know. It was a weird.
Hunter going, I miss the you.
So why not add the you know? So, but yeah. I don't know. It's just a weird thing that I always had a problem with when I was little. Now I'm better.
I don't like when people are texting thanks, but they spell it THX.
Yes.
And then I'm like, oh, you can't even type out the whole thing. So I agree. Sometimes you got to put in the effort. You got to, say please all the time. And you have to mean it too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, don't use it as like tactic to just get what you want.
Right.
That's,
I feel like when I was super young, my parents would always, I learned how to say please and thank you based on like a fellow parents who would give us rides to baseball games or like baseball practices and stuff like that. So manners were instilled in us young, but now, I think I say please a lot due to like wanting to people please. Especially ordering something at a store, I'd be like, make sure I say please so that way they think I'm a nice customer.
Yep, that makes sense.
They'll get my order right.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Well, with hot days ahead this summer, a lot of people chew ice, but apparently top dentists say you shouldn't do that. According to those who spoke with USA Today, chewing ice can have the same negative consequences as chewing any other overly hard foods or objects. The cold temperature of the ice could also cause problems for existing restorations like fillings or crowns you might have too. I am guilty of chewing the ice, especially those sweet cubes there. I just love when you get a nice perfect cube and you can just chew it up. Yeah. Is that weird?
No, you're good,
Chew it up. Chew it up. Well, the dentist might not like hearing that.
That's true.
not.
I've always heard that certain people, like there's a certain personality of people that typically chew ice more than others. And it might even be more of a nervous tick sort of thing.
Sure.
I could see that.
I'm an ice chewer.
What's
so I'm with you,
the
Bruce.
what's the certain type of ice? It's not like the big cubes, but it's the type you usually get at the vending machine, like the.
Crushed ice?
It's like kind of crushed ice.
Sure.
But it's kind of got like the more like logs or something.
It looks like a little like a seesaw, or not a seesaw.
A hollow log, like the middle of the log is cut out or whatever.
That's
right?
that
it too.
kind.
Yeah.
I'm talking
Okay.
like I don't know. It's tough to explain. I don't know.
I can picture, I think, what you're talking about, but I can't describe the shape.
I want to say it's the type
It's like a
that
smile, like a smile.
Does Culver's usually have like the funky ice, or is that a different?
I don't know. My personal favorite ice of all time is Perkins. They have the little crushed ice,
the
like
tiny
super,
ice.
super small,
Yeah.
and it easily crushes in your mouth. It's the best thing ever.
Perkins has special ice?
Perkins ice, only certain Perkins. I think the one on 40th has the good ice. There you go.
There's
Stop
a special machine, I think, called the Pebble Ice machine that
Pebble
people
Ice.
have been going to town for. They
Wow.
really want it. Yeah, coming up, what's your favorite jingle? We're going to share ours after the break.
Hey everybody, welcome back on this Friday. A good commercial, easy to remember. And if a good commercial has a catchy tune to go along with it, I think it's something you could probably remember for a couple of years, or maybe decades, who knows. But for this week's Top 5 Friday, let's get to our favorite local or national commercial jingles of all time, in our opinion. So let's start with the man from Two Harbors, Mr. Hunter McCullough.
Heck yeah, I've got a couple local ones to kick it off. Of course, I mean, it's just a staple around the Northland, and that is Arrowhead Auto Buddy. Just you got
so
the cones
good.
and oh my gosh, what a great, whoever wrote that, please write in because I want to pick your brain about writing jingles. That's
Seriously.
amazing.
I also told these two before we started the show that we would have to sing them partially. So do you care about going out?
Arrowhead Auto Body, don't just go to anybody.
Arrowhead Auto Body, gonna fix it right.
Yeah.
We could redo that, or maybe you should.
Well, I'm down.
As a singer.
We should, honestly, the band should take just jingles from around the Northland and just play them during our set. Why not?
I think that'd be totally worth it.
Seriously, number 2 on my list is also one of my favorites of all time, and that's Marine General, and that's come on down to Marine General and get outdoors with us. Oh, it's a classic.
That is a really good one. I forgot about
Yes.
that one.
It's short and sweet.
It is.
Yeah.
It really is. It makes you think about Marine General. It makes you think about fishing, getting out in the outdoors, and everything like that.
I feel like that's the good part of a jingle. It evokes some, connection.
Yes.
Yeah, or some
Some
memory
thoughts.
or something.
That's for sure. Now I go national with the next 3, I
Okay.
believe. Number 3, of course, McDonald's. And I believe, who wrote that? I think it was,
Loving
what's
It,
his
that
name?
one?
What's that?
The one-
Yeah, I'm like, ba-da-ba-ba-ba,
okay, yeah.
I'm loving
Billy
it.
Joel?
No, it wasn't Billy Joel. It's another, he sings the Copacabana. Who sings that?
Oh.
Love it.
Barry Manilow, I think. Jimmy Buffett.
Manilow?
I think Barry Manilow wrote
Wow.
that. He wrote jingles back in the 70s and 80s.
Really?
I'll have to
Manilow?
double check that. I could be dead wrong, but we're going to find out here in a little bit.
Oh, interesting.
Number 4. It's something as simple as just whistling. Like there's no words to this one. This is Dairy Queen, and it's the. I don't know if you can hear that in the mic, Seth.
That
But
was perfectly in tune.
was that pretty good?
It was.
That was pretty good. So that's one
It
of my
was.
favorites. It's just simple, and it makes me think of ice cream and happy days.
Yeah. And I immediately associate it with Dairy Queen,
Yes.
even though there's no
Yeah.
words, which is crazy.
That's the power of music.
Yeah.
So awesome. Number 5, of course, the $5 footlong. Which how did that one go? Is that
$5
Oh, so great. That was a great one too. I hope they bring that back someday.
Yeah, they really do.
I think it's Briggs next.
I think it is, and you can tell I also grew up in this area because my top one is the same as Hunter's, Arrowhead Auto Body. It's just one you can't get out of your head. And you can sing every verse, too. Like, I love it because it's actually like a full-on song.
I didn't
too.
know they had multiple verses.
Essentially, I mean, I don't know if it's multiple verses. I don't know the actual musical terms.
It probably is.
But there's like lots of lines to it.
I think you're right.
Get the sheet music out.
Yeah.
There we go. The score.
And then my next one is a Hunter McCullough original. I believe you sang this one with your brother Colton. I'm going to let you go ahead and sing it.
That's Seagram's Home Hardware Outdoors is the place for you.
And I love it.
It's solid.
You look
It
inside,
may
there's
say
so much
hardware
more.
on their store. Yeah.
Look inside, there's so much more.
There we go.
So good. I didn't even know you were writing that, but then
Yeah.
I heard it on the radio the first time, and I was like, "That's Hunter!" and a jingle. I thought it was so cool.
Oh
Nice.
my gosh! And
It's
yeah,
actually done.
It gets played quite a bit on KQ and things like that. So pretty awesome that I had that opportunity. It's a fun song that I wrote.
Cool. You got to write some more.
Heck yeah.
Next up is Popeyes. Love that chicken for Popeyes.
Classic.
I
Short and
know.
sweet.
Yeah, it's a good one. It's kind of become a running joke in my family too. We just changed the lyrics to be "Love that whatever from Popeyes." It's so funny. And then the Kit Kat one, which now that I'm here on air and nervous a little bit, I can't think of the Kit
It's
Kat.
the,
Break me off a
Break
piece-
me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar.
Yeah.
That reminds me of Andy in The Office
The
when he
Office.
can't remember it's Kit Kat. And so what did he say? Something that said something like
Fancy feast.
Yes. Make me
So
off a piece of
funny.
that fancy feast.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, that's funny.
And then Folgers too, classic song. Wake me, the part of waking up. It's Folgers in your cup. And
Hopefully we
send
still
us our
have-
check. Yeah, Folgers, please.
Hopefully still have viewership after this episode.
They're all good
We're
jingles.
doing good. We're doing
They're all
good.
good jingles.
Exactly. What do you got?
My number one was Hunter's number 5. It was the $5 foot long.
Yep.
Those are the days. I think it was like 8 to 10, maybe 12.
I feel like you're singing it way deeper.
I know. I'm going to sing it to the octave lower.
Robert Goulet going on.
Number 2 reminds me of going to Blockbuster with my family.
so good.
It would be huge if I convinced, maybe I said please enough, where my dad or mom would give me a baby bottle pop.
Baby bottle pop.
Totally.
Those were so good. Probably not great for you.
Probably not.
But
No.
the song itself and then the memory it elicits, certainly wonderful.
It's just straight sugar
Number 3 is not exactly a jingle, but I heard it on the commercials the other day on TV. It's when Coors Light plays the Love Train, start a love train.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it makes me just think of I think the first time I heard it I was a kid, so I never drank beer.
Yep.
But the fact it was just a fun commercial and it made me think of ice cold beer.
Totally.
Is that not a song separately? That was
I think
just
it
for.
is a
I
real
think
song.
It is a real
Oh,
song.
it is?
like
Oh,
the
okay.
OJs or something like
I kind
that.
of cheated on my jingle.
Oh, that's okay.
That's all right though.
Yeah, but number 4, Liberty Mutual, the Liberty Liberty.
Liberty,
And
liberty.
the Limu Emu.
Oh, and
Doug.
so good.
Great stuff.
What a
and then
classic.
number 5 too, the da 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 da, and I need cash.
Yes.
now.
Call J.G. Whitworth.
877 cash now. I forgot about that one.
Yeah.
That might be the best one out of
It is
all
a good
15
one.
that we just talked about.
There's some other ones. There's the old Education Connection commercial. I used to play at 2 a.m. Education Connection.
Yeah.
I don't know that.
What about the Cars for Kids? That's
Cars for
hated
Kids.
that
Don't
one.
talk about that.
Hated that jingle.
Don't talk about that one. We'll see if we have a job after the break. Then we're going to talk about the man behind the Timberwolves hairstyles. We'll be right back.
I need to issue an apology, as usual, after the commercial break.
Fact check commercial break.
Exactly. Seth, our astute director back there, looking things up. And it wasn't Barry Manilow who wrote the I'm Lovin' It. He actually looked it up. It's either Justin Timberlake or somebody from
Pharrell?
a recent time. Pharrell was one of the people that possibly...
That's what Seth says.
And what I looked up with Barry Manilow is he wrote the Band-Aid song, Stuck on a Band-Aid brand because germs don't stick on me. And then
Oh, I didn't
also the State Farm, Like a Good Neighbor, State Farm is there.
That's a good one.
Those are Barry Manilow tunes.
And Ryan mentioned the Canine Advantix one, where that one's
Hello,
classic.
mother. Hello, father.
That'll get stuck in your head.
Those are really getting stuck in your head. They State
Seriously.
Farm one too. I remember the old State Farm commercials. I really like those where the guy goes, "Ooh, with a hot tub."
Yeah,
Do you remember
oh,
those? You ever seen that one?
Oh, and then they appear with the hot tub.
The hot tub's in the
Yes.
it's in this living room.
I remember. Classic.
I'll have to pull it up or something.
Oh, well, hey, before they take the court tonight, most of the Minnesota Timberwolves make an important stop to get camera ready.
Yeah, Heidi Wigdahl with our Twin Cities affiliate spoke with the barber who's kept some of the team's star players looking fresh for these playoff appearances.
The talk of Ackway's sports barbershop bounces between what was
No, that was crazy.
and what will be
Very hopeful.
for the Timberwolves. Akeem Ackway is feeling good about their shot. For a second opinion,
see you, brother.
Yeah, nice seeing you.
There's Michael Grady.
That's probably the best game that I've covered,
He's the TV play-by-play voice
hands down.
of the Wolves.
To my left, who was a Timberwolves fan, he had a Nas Reed towel, and he was like waving it like.
I saw we were down 20. I took a few shots to numb the pain. I'm like, nah, I'm not going out like this.
Not going out like that.
But Michael isn't the only one with a front row seat to this story.
You know, I just started cutting all the guys on the team. To Nas Reed, Anthony Edwards, Luka Garza, you know, all those guys.
Akeem says he started off cutting hair for his high school teammates.
We got Cat.
Then came the
I used
NBA.
to cut D-Lo and obviously Ant, Tyus Jones and Trey Jones. I just came back from cutting Gary Trent, actually. But they're all watching from the couch now, just like us. Go Wolves.
Karl Anthony Towns spotted Akeem on social media.
Me and Cat, we built that relationship to where he'll just send all the new guys to me. I'm just happy to see them finally, you know, their hard work is paying off. Trying to get the guys crispy, fresh for the, you know, Western Finals.
Akeem is giving them an edge.
I always give myself a little credit for that. So, yeah.
Look good, play good.
Yeah.
I was just going to say, look good, play good, and then he took the words right out of my mouth, but clearly Timberwolves looking good, playing good recently.
Seriously.
Yeah, game one, they tried to play good. They played
close.
They played all right for the most
Yeah.
part, yeah, but it's a long series. I try to remind myself there's 7 games in this series. We took it to 7 games last series, so the fact we lost game one, hopefully we can bounce back tonight.
Yeah, and they lost at home last series too, so
That's
that
true.
was
That's
okay.
true. That's
Yeah,
true. We need to
maybe
just
they're better on the road.
Find some success on the road too, but that was pretty funny too when he's saying that Karl Anthony Towns just sends the new guys over to him
Yes.
to get some business. I'm sure the barber probably appreciates all of that referral
I'm
business.
sure.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
that's good clout right there, as the kids would say.
That is good clout.
Yes, it is.
That's good clout. You know, I think too, like that you're going to see too the success of having your business on social media now and promoting it that way,
Yeah.
and how much traction you can
Yeah.
get based off that. Cool to see that he's having so much success. And I should also say, you know, my daily thing, or not daily thing, but once in a while, I hit a home run off Tyus Jones. So, but he's in the NBA.
Any excuse Ryan has to bring it up, he'll do it.
Still impressive.
It's still impressive, but he's also in the NBA now.
Oh man, well we'll talk about what next week's stories when we come back.
Welcome back, folks. Memorial Day is coming up this Monday, and of course, we hope you have a wonderful day celebrating all of our nation's heroes. A quick reminder for you all that we won't have a new Northern Life episode to share on Monday, so we'll see you all again back on Tuesday. It'll be a nice day to, again, remember all those fallen heroes out there. So thank you all for the ultimate sacrifice, for sure.
Absolutely. And coming up on our Tuesday show, Hunter takes us to another farm on Tuesday. This time we're in Superior, getting to finally learn about a topic that we've been trying to wrap our heads around for weeks now. And as you can see by my shocked face there, it was a very nice surprise. I was so thrilled to see those mini horses, not ponies. No.
So we get the full breakdown on what's a miniature horse, what's a pony, what's a Tennessee walking horse.
Yeah.
Lots and lots of horses and ponies to go around.
Yeah.
We could start a whole separate podcast of barnyard adventures or something like that. We're really getting to know these, right? Yeah, we're getting to know these barnyard animals.
We also need a new sponsor for our commercial break fact checks. We can say, this is the Director Seth fact check break brought to you by insert local company here.
We've got to get a camera back there too with Seth and have him come on air with us.
Quickly record the correct answers.
Maybe one of the colleges.
There we go. There we go.
There you go. Well, thank you so much for joining us this week. We hope you have a safe and wonderful Memorial Day weekend.
Find some time to throw a line or just head outside to unwind. That's the life in the great North Woods. Hike or bike, whatever you like. Get out in the day, enjoy the night. Yeah, we got the life in the great North Woods. Yeah, this is Northern Life.